Just 2 weeks ago, a group of atheists lost their battle with the state of Utah over 14 steel cross highway memorials. The American atheists claim that the crosses represent the death of Jesus, violating the U.S. Constitution, but a U.S. district court ruled that the crosses send a secular, not a religious message. The crosses will stay for now, but the atheist groups have announced its plan to appeal the ruling. Joining us now from the Alliance Defense Fund, Senior Counsel Mike Johnson and the President of the American Atheist, Ellen Johnson. What's the big deal? This country's founding document says we are endowed by our Creator. That must drive you nuts.
Well, the Constitution trumps that document when it comes to the laws. In fact, what we want is the most fabulous memorial that you could come up with for these troopers.
Freedom of religion.
But we want one that doesn't
no government exercise, the free exercise thereof.
That respects the laws and respects the diversity of troopers who have died. These religious memorials, these religious displays do not do that.
Let me ask you, does this impact your life? Do you really care? I mean, would you like to, for example, Arlington National Cemetery, you want to take away crosses there?
No, because it's a cemetery. The highways
Who owns it? Who owns it?
The highways in America are not cemeteries.
There are many government cemeteries where you can see the crosses from the road. That must really drive you nuts.
No, it doesn't drive me nuts.
But that's my point. This shouldn't drive you nuts. Why do you care, except that this is a personal issue, and you can't stand it that this country is founded on these principles?
No,
endowed by our Creator.
The country was founded on secular principles.
Excuse me, you're wrong.
And we have
Freedom
a
of religion.
Look, let's get back to these religious displays.
Sean, there's another side to this, of course. The case is very simple at its core. All Americans should have the right to honor their fallen heroes as they choose. That's what this case is about. That's what the federal court acknowledged, and that's why we prevailed.
Yes, you can. Actually, in case you didn't hear the judge's ruling, you guys lost.
That will be overturned at the 10th Circuit.
You lost.
If you were to put up a roadside memorial right now on the highways in Utah, the Highway Patrol would take it off. Let's come together.
I am urging you. Hang on a second, Ellen. You lost the case. You know what frustrates me about you and a lot of liberals today?
How do you know
in your case, you're all right. You and liberals. What frustrates me is you guys are intolerant. You can't stand the fact that people disagree with you.
I am urging the Alliance Defense Fund and the Utah Highway Patrol Association to work with us
to come together.
Here's the problem with this case, Mike.
Mormons don't recognize the Christian cross. Jews aren't going to put their name on a Christian cross.
Here's what this case is about, and here's how it was decided. This was decided on the. Let me ask you a question, Mike. Is the cross a religious symbol?
Alan, we've been over this on previous shows.
Answer my question. Is it a religious symbol?
Is a religious symbol.
But that's not what they ruled here. They ruled on this case in your favor on the basis.
You have to look at it in context.
Mike,
and in this context, it communicates a secular message.
You're avoiding the issue. Hold on a second. They ruled on the. Hold on 1 second. They ruled on this case by claiming that the cross is not a religious symbol. The cross, as I understand it, represents the crucifixion of Christ. Isn't it insulting to religion to say that's not a religious symbol?
No, Alan, this is a simple case. It's about the right of all Americans to honor their fallen heroes as they choose. These are private memorials, completely funded by volunteer donations.
It's on public property, but they ruled that the cross is not a religious symbol. Do you agree with that?
No, Alan, that is not what the judge ruled.
Yes, exactly what he ruled.
It is a religious symbol.
That's exactly what he ruled.
In this context, it can have a secular message.
You're denying what he ruled.
A small band of atheists
but ask a Jewish family.
Hold on, Mike, 1 second.
Michael, are you going to have? Do you think a Jewish family is going to put the name of a Jewish trooper on a Christian cross, or an atheist family will, or a Mormon family will? They're not going to do it because it's a religious symbol.
Ellen, the Constitution supports every family's right to honor their fallen heroes as they choose. These are state troopers who died in the line of duty. These families want to honor these troopers in this way.
So you would support if some family wanted if a family wanted a star and crescent, you'd be okay with that, Mike?
You'd be the first group to follow
every family has a right.
You'd be okay with it?
Alan, the problem here, Alan, if I may, the atheists here are trying to act like a censorship board. You'd
be okay with a star and crescent. I just want to be sure about that.
Private decisions of these families.
Would you be okay with a star and crescent?
A star and crescent would be fine. It'd be no less constitutional, Alan. But what's the issue in this case is these families' decisions.
We thank you both for the good debate coming.